Hello everyone, welcome back to Genius Knowledge Point, your one place for practical programming solutions for computer and IT students. I am making this video to provide practical knowledge to all students so that you can develop your own programs which will be helpful for your studies as well as career. In this video we will see practical number 22 of Java programming, which is according to case scheme of Diploma Computer and IT students and 4th semester. The topic in this video is to handle text event using swing components. So in the previous practical we have seen mouse event, key event, and in the J combo box practical we have seen item event. So in this practical we have to use a text event, but the question is not related to text event, but still we have to understand the concept of text event. So when the text event is generated, whenever we are doing some text input inside our JFrame window, and for that purpose we have a text input controls. So the controls which are handling text input are TextField and text area. So whenever we are typing any text inside text area, or whenever we are removing some characters from the text field or text area, at that time text event will be generated, and the interface that will be handling the text event is called TextListener interface. So that will be checking whether the text event is happening inside your window. So this is how the text event can be done. So moving toward the first question, only one question is there. So the question is, write a program using JTextField to perform the addition of two numbers. So we have to do addition of two numbers. So for that purpose we have to accept two numbers from the user, and those numbers will be accepted inside our JTextField object. Then we have to do addition. For that purpose we will be using button, so directly showing the output of this program. So this is the structure that we have to develop. We will be designing a form like this, and in that form we have a label as enter number 1, and after that we have a text field which is of swing text field, so it will be J text field. Then we have second label enter number 2, after that we have second text field. Then in the third row we have add button, and finally we have the output which is addition result. So this is how three labels are needed here, two text fields are needed, and one swing button is needed. All the controls will be swing controls that we will use using swing components. So this is how the form will be, and we have to generate output after clicking on this button. So whenever I am pressing this add button using mouse, the output will be displayed in this label as an addition result. So this is how the structure will be. So for this purpose you can use a grid layout, or you can use set bounds function, so you can assign different location manually to each and every control. So let us move to the code. So initially I am importing javax.swing package because I am going to use JFrame. The controls that we are going to use are using swing controls, so that's why we are importing javax.swing package. Then the second part is we are handling events here, which will be on button, and button is generating action event. So for that purpose we have to use java.awt.event package, so that we can use event related classes and interfaces. So this is done here. Next I am creating my class definition as public class add numbers. So this is the class we are defining. Then extends JFrame. So we are taking the properties of JFrame class. Next I am implementing the ActionListener interface. As I have mentioned, the button is generating event, and in case of button we are using action event. So for that purpose we have an interface which is ActionListener interface. So I am taking the properties of JFrame as well as ActionListener interface inside my add numbers class. Next, the controls that we are needed inside our frame, that will be declared first. So J text field, JT1 and JT2. So as I have shown in the diagram, we need two text field. So first number and second number will be accepted inside these two text fields. Next I am creating J label objects as JL1, JL, JL1, JL2. So these are the three objects. First object is for enter number 1 message, second for enter number 2 message, and third for displaying the output result. So this is how three labels are needed. Then finally we have to create one object of J button. Only single button is needed here, which will be having add as a text. So J button JB, this object is declared here. So next I am defining my constructor. So in that initially I am initializing all the objects which I have declared earlier. So JT1 is equal to new J text field, then JT2 is equal to new J text field. Both the text fields are initially blank. Next, JL is equal to new J label. So this is the output label which is initially blank. Then JL1 is equal to new J label, enter number 1 message is stored inside that label. Then JL2 as entered number 2 message. Then JB is equal to new J button and assigning text as a add. So this caption will be displayed on this J button. Next, I am setting the bounds. So I am just using JL1.setBounds 50, 50, 100, 50. So all these are related to coordinate system. So you just have to change the coordinates according to your design. So you can just set bounds according to your design. So it will be displayed in the J frame. So these are just the coordinate part. Next, I am adding all the controls as add JL1. So then add JL2, add JT1, add JT2, add JB and JL. So all the controls are added. Then finally we are checking the action performed event is happening or action is happening on that button. So for that we have to use this function which is add action listener. So this function will be checking whether we are pressing the submit button on this frame window, and this function is called on JB object which is of button class, J button class. So JB.addActionListener, and we are checking whether the event is happening in the frame window. So that's why this object is passed here. Then setting the layout. So you can move this set layout to null initially also. Next, the remaining part is setting the size, setting the title, then setting visible function and set default close operation. These 4 lines are similar to previous practical questions. So all these lines will be done, and according to those lines the frame will be opened. So the constructor is complete here. Finally I am creating the function which is inside our action listener interface. So as I have mentioned in earlier practicals that whenever we are implementing any interface related to events, we have to compulsory define the function inside that interface, and the function is public void action performed. So whenever you are using action listener interface or action event, you have to define this function inside your program. So action performed, in that I am passing parameter as object of action event class AE. So automatically the value will be stored, or the event class will be stored into AE object. Next, we have to read the text which is inside those text fields, and we have to read those text as a number. So for that purpose we have to use a function of jt1.getText. So what it will do, it will read the text which is present inside the text field 1, but the text will be in the form of string. So to convert that string to number, we have to use a wrapper class here which is integer.parseInt function. So this is how we will be converting the string value of that text or the number to integer and storing that value into an integer variable which is int num1. So this is how num1 will be storing the value which is inside this first text field. First it will be taken as a string, then it will be converted to number using integer.parseInt wrapper class. So similarly num2 is taken, which is the value inside second text field which is jt2.getText, and again using integer.parseInt to convert it to integer format. So both the numbers are accepted here inside num1 and num2. So finally we have to just add them. So directly adding them inside the setText function of JL object which is of the third label. So jl.setText, inside that I am writing a message as addition. So this is the string part, plus I am attaching the addition of num1 plus num2. So what it will do, it will add the num1 and num2 values which are integer values, and those and that addition will be attached in front of this addition message, and the complete string will be displayed in front of the user using this JL object. So this is how the action perform function is complete here, which is showing you the addition of both the numbers, and that addition output will be displayed on this JL object, label object. So finally remaining part is the main function. In that main function I am creating a simple object of my class which is add numbers. N is equal to new add numbers. Automatically it will run the entire coding inside this constructor, and the output will be displayed in front of the user. So to run this program we have to go to the location. So first I am opening the CMD here. Then first command is javac classname.java. So there is no error. So entering second command java space classname only. So the window is opened here, and in that window according to our design the output is displayed according to the coordinate system location set bounds function. We have designed this form properly. So we have to enter the value inside first text field, which is 50. Then inside second text field I am entering 80. So I am clicking on this add button. Automatically the action event will happen here, and it will call that action performed function which we have defined inside our program, and it will display the output inside this label. So the third label is present here, which is not having any value, that's why it is not displaying anything. It will be displaying the value after we press on this add button. So I am pressing the add button now. So it is displaying addition as 130. So this is how the addition is displayed as a correct result, and we have done the action event here. For that purpose we have designed our form using label, text fields, submit button which is of button class, and we have displayed the result on this label. So this is how this practical is complete, and also the practical number 22 is complete, which was regarding handling text event, but the text event question is not given here. The question is given regarding action event here. So that is completed here, and we have finished this practical. So that's it for today's practical. I hope you understand the program clearly. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such programming solutions, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. If you have any doubts or need solutions for other programs, drop a comment below. I will be happy to help. Thanks for watching and happy coding.